Hello, NBA fans. Daily news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a fan of the Lakers show and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel and give it a like. At 41 years old, LeBron James is delivering high-level performances, surprising the entire NBA. He has overcome his own limitations and helped Luka Doncic win games with the Lakers. But finally, evidence is emerging that this is LeBron James' farewell tour with the Lakers. And will he retire from the NBA as well? Recently, LeBron James himself stated that he is close to retirement. The Los Angeles Lakers star said he will not wait for his second son to debut in the NBA to say goodbye to the courts. The star's youngest son, Bryce James, is 19 years old and plays in the College Basketball League in the United States. His eldest son, Bronny James, already plays alongside his father for the Lakers. LeBron James' final chapter with Los Angeles Lakers may be closer than fans expect, based on assumptions from former Lakers guard Lou Williams. Retirement chatter followed James all offseason after the Lakers ended the 2024-25 season with a 50-32 record, losing in the first round of the playoffs to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Agent Rich Paul kept the door open after the franchise's playoff exit. But James opted into his $52.6 million player option for one more try in the purple and gold jersey. Many believe James is chasing that elusive fifth ring to cement his legacy. Others say he's grinding at 41 because he wants to lift one title trophy with his son, Bronny James. Whatever the truth, James did exercise his player option to complete his 23rd NBA season. Williams, who enjoyed a 17-year NBA career and played for the Lakers in 2015-16 and 2016-17, dropped his prediction Monday on FanDuel TV's Run It Back. The Tennessee native thinks the 2026-27 season will serve as James' farewell tour. Just feels like the end isn't near still, right? Williams said. Like it still feels like it's a lot of basketball to be played with LeBron. That relationship is gonna be over when he says it's over. He has a no-trade clause in his contract, and he's also a free agent at the end of the year. So he has all of the cards. Williams added context when asked how many more years James would play, saying, "Probably one more after this one. I think next year is the farewell tour." Now this could be true, as James himself acknowledged that he can't play back-to-back games at his current age. Head coach J.J. Redick is using him in the most crucial games only, despite January's hardcore schedule. The Lakers forward is averaging 22.3 points, 6 rebounds, and 6.9 assists this season, which is not his peak, obviously. Nearly after a year after the shocking trade that sent him to the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka Doncic reminded the NBA how crazy it was for the Dallas Mavericks to deal him away. Doncic scored 46 points with 11 rebounds and 7 assists in the Lakers' 129-118 win over the Chicago Bulls at the United Center on Monday night. It was his 8th 40-point effort of the season. Per the NBA, Doncic's performance put him with Kobe Bryant as the only players in Lakers team history to tally 45 or more points, 10 or more assists and 5 or more three-pointers in a single game. The scoring outburst began with 14 points in the first quarter. After a quiet second, Doncic exploded for 19 points in the third quarter. And he added 13 more during the final 12 minutes of the Lakers' win. Doncic shot 15-4-25 from the floor, including making 8 of 14 three-pointers. Doncic also joined Wilt Chamberlain and Walt Bellamy as the only players in NBA history to total 2,000 points in their first 65 games with a team. Following the game, Doncic said he wanted to be aggressive in looking for his shot. He joked that J.J. Redick would be mad about how many shots he took after he was reminded that the Lakers coach told him to share the ball more. "I think I was just being aggressive, see what the defense gives you," Doncic told reporters. "I said, JJ's probably gonna be mad I took 25 shots. He'll tell me to pass more. I'm kidding." Doncic has scored 30 or more points in 4 consecutive games and in 5 of his past 6 outings. The Lakers have won 4 of those 6 games, as well. He currently leads the NBA, averaging 33.8 points per game, and is tied for second in assists with 8.8 per contest. LeBron James added 24 points with 5 rebounds and 3 assists, while Rui Hachimura scored 23 points off the bench. The Lakers improved to 28-17 with the win, just a half game behind the Houston Rockets in the Western Conference's number 5 spot. Luka Doncic puts on another show as the Lakers defeat the Chicago Bulls. Lakers' best trade target is a struggling 3-and-D wing who needs a fresh start. Ochai Agbaji is a low-cost talent with upside, an expiring contract, and defensive prowess. The Los Angeles Lakers should give serious thought to acquiring Toronto Raptors swingman Ochai Agbaji. The 25-year-old has endured a grueling 2025-26 campaign during which nothing has seemed to work for him, but he's a talented former lottery pick who looked the part of a starter as recently as 2024-25. Though the Raptors' rotation no longer seems to suit him, the Lakers have every reason to buy low on a player who fits their most logical agenda, prioritizing the future. Agbaji is in the final season of his 4-year, $18,726,365 rookie-scale contract. He's making a team-friendly figure of $6,383,525 in 2025-26 and could thus be acquired for a rather minimal cost that the Lakers would be able to pay without sacrificing long-term flexibility. It's also difficult to imagine the Raptors being able to ask for significant draft compensation for a player who has struggled so mightily in 2025-26 and has only received 16.5 minutes per game. In the event that the Lakers can complete a trade for Agbaji that doesn't include a draft pick or an unreasonable personnel loss, they'd take a step toward progress. It'd be a low-risk endeavor given his expiring salary and pending restricted free agency, but it'd also give the team a necessary influx of youth, athleticism, and two-way potential. There may be flashier moves for the Lakers to make, but with every reason to preserve their cap space and protect their picks, Agbaji is the most ideal target. Ochai Agbaji has a low-cost expiring contract and upside to explore. Agbaji proved in 2024-25 that he has the ability to become one of the better 3-and-D players in the NBA. He averaged 10.4 points, 3.8 rebounds, 1.0 offensive board, 1.5 assists, 0.9 steals, and 1.6 three-point field goals made in 27.2 minutes per game on .498/.399/.708 shooting. Furthermore, Agbaji ranked in the 99th percentile in off-ball chaser defense, the 94th percentile in perimeter isolation defense, and the 90th percentile in ball screen navigation, per Basketball Index. It's impossible to ignore that Agbaji shot a hair under 40% from 3 and ranked among the absolute best perimeter defenders in the NBA just one season ago. It's even more difficult to deny that his regression feels like an outlier, as he shot 35.5% or better from beyond the arc in 2 of his first 3 seasons, yet he's at 18.8% in 2025-26. Furthermore, Agbaji hasn't completely regressed as a player, as he ranks in the 92nd percentile in perimeter isolation defense despite his decreased playing time and shooting woes. Ochai Agbaji is an elite isolation defender who shot 39.9% in 2024-25. It's a promising sign that a young player who has become somewhat ostracized is still playing with a dependable degree of intensity on defense. That alone offers reason for the Lakers to believe that he's a worthwhile trade target, considering perimeter defense is one of the team's most glaring issues. If nothing else, trading for Agbaji would translate to acquiring the right to match any offer that one of the best young perimeter defenders in the NBA receives this coming summer. Perhaps the Raptors would be willing to negotiate a deal that sees 2 players in need of a change of scenery swap places. In that scenario, Agbaji would head to Los Angeles and Dalton Knecht would go to Toronto. It's far from guaranteed, but it's the type of offer the Lakers should be comfortable making. The Lakers are painfully close to finally having cap space, and that must remain their top priority, but they're also in desperate need of an influx of developable talent. Agbaji offers the perfect middle ground. The Lakers don't have the assets for Giannis. Bobby Marks already explained why it won't work. The Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors keep circulating around the Lakers. Pairing him with Luka Doncic makes for good speculation. The actual trade assets Los Angeles has available make it unrealistic before the February 5 deadline. The Lakers don't have the package for Giannis. Bobby Marks broke down the problem. The Lakers' available assets are expiring contracts and a distant first-round pick. Milwaukee isn't moving their franchise player for that return. Unless Los Angeles acquires additional assets before the deadline, the Giannis conversation is theoretical. The front office should be focused on moves that are actually executable. Doncic is already the centerpiece. Doncic is the player the Lakers should be building around. Using him as trade bait in Giannis scenarios undermines the foundation that's already in place. The priority should be surrounding him with pieces that fit, not chasing a deal that requires assets the team doesn't have. Austin Reeves' absence is affecting the rotation. Austin Reeves has been out with a calf strain. He's not a superstar, but his absence has impacted the roster. Getting him back healthy matters more for the immediate future than pursuing a trade that isn't realistic. The deadline should be about depth, not dreams. The February 5 deadline is an opportunity to add young talent or role players who can contribute alongside Doncic. That type of move doesn't generate headlines like a Giannis trade would, but it addresses actual roster needs. The Lakers have a core in place. The deadline should be about strengthening it, not overhauling it for a deal that doesn't exist. Lakers' Rui Hachimura makes surprising admission about his role. Los Angeles Lakers forward Rui Hachimura has been one of the team's most important players this season, and he recently made surprising comments about his role. Hachimura told The Athletic's Dan Woik that he's comfortable coming off the bench. "A lot of people think about stats and all that, but for me it's winning," Hachimura said. "That's going to help us everybody get paid." Hachimura is averaging 12.1 points, 3.6 rebounds, and is shooting 42.7% from three. He has started 27 of his 34 games this season. More, LeBron's retirement plans get bold prediction from former Lakers guard. He recently missed several games due to right calf soreness, forcing him to come off the bench in a reduced role. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick has started forward Jake LaRavia in place of Hachimura. The switch has resulted in more success for the Lakers, as they've won 3 of their past 4 games. Hachimura is open to remaining in that role if it's best for the team. "Especially with this second unit, I get more touches," Hachimura said. "I don't mind. It's more like, who's finishing the game? Or who's playing more? For me, that's more important." Hachimura is averaging 12.8 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 1.3 assists in 7 NBA seasons. He is in his 4th season with the Lakers after being acquired from the Washington Wizards in 2023. He said he's comfortable doing what it takes to win regardless of his minutes. "I like my role here," Hachimura said. "I've just got to embrace doing what it takes to win." Lakers trade rumors involving Jonathan Kuminga take a drastic turn. The NBA trade deadline is less than 2 weeks away, with a lot brewing around the league about potential deals and which notable players could be playing in a different uniform after February 5, with the Los Angeles Lakers potentially making some moves. One notable player linked to the Lakers during his trade window is Jonathan Kuminga of the Golden State Warriors, who recently asked the Warriors brass to trade him before the deadline. Jonathan Kuminga trade rumors take drastic turn. With Kuminga determined to be traded before February's deadline, the rumors have been swirling about where he could end up, with Los Angeles being a potential destination. Seahawks at Patriots NFL game preview for February 8, 2026. On Monday, however, Brett Siegel of Clutch Points downplayed any chance of the 23-year-old landing with the Lakers, with the Warriors reportedly not interested in anything Los Angeles is offering. Multiple league sources tell Clutch Points that there are no active, ongoing discussions between the Warriors and Lakers regarding Jonathan Kuminga. The Lakers do hold interest in Kuminga, but the Warriors have made it clear LA has nothing of value to them. There is no offer. Personally, this is a blessing in disguise for the Lakers, as Kuminga doesn't bring much to the table for the storied franchise, and it didn't really make sense for them to pursue him ahead of the NBA trade deadline. He doesn't address the need for the team to improve defensively, and the only real upside is that he's young and could develop into a star. But he feels redundant with Austin Reeves on the roster and expected to remain on it for the long term. This is an interesting development in the Kuminga trade saga, considering what Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. recently said about the young forward's trade demand, by Kenzo Fukuda of Clutch Points. "When you make a demand, there needs to be a demand on the market," Dunleavy said. "So we'll see where that unfolds. But always with these guys, I'm willing to work with them." Although it seems inevitable that Kuminga will soon be playing in another uniform in the NBA, it remains to be seen which team will end up trading for him, whether it be now or during the summer. As the trade deadline approaches, the Lakers' intentions are unclear. They'll either try to make a big swing to bring in a 3-and-D player like Herb Jones or Andrew Wiggins, or trade to acquire assets to make a run at Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo in the offseason. There's a chance the storied franchise stands pat, which might not sit well with fans but could be the wise, tactical move to prepare for what could be a game-changing summer for the Lakers.